Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Sunday. Happy December 1st. We are in Christmas month, my favorite month. I am very excited about all this. We're in the garage working. It's 10:24. Getting started. I had to take Megan to work. Ron had to do some errands, but a little bit of a late start. But we do have the heaters going, or as I call it, the fire. And we are going to get this bumper on here, I think. So, or at least attempt to get the bumper on. Right, so yeah, so yesterday was a little bit of a battle. We intended to get this on yesterday. Yeah, it didn't happen. So today we have all the brackets are painted, everything's gonna go together. It's already starting to go together, actually. So I think I'm gonna try to get the bumper on and the bumper brackets and all that together and done and on the car, and then try to get the taillights on. And then from there, that's if I can get the taillight bulb in the passenger side. But I can still probably mount it. And then I think from there, we're just gonna see where we get. So, but I'd love to get the taillights and the rear bumper on today, bare minimum. I'd like to have it done by lunch, to be completely honest with you. And then we got a couple other things to deal with. Let me show you here. We got the gas door that we got a kind of, what's this code? It's always confusing. I got to get that off. So I got to detach it from here, which, you know, when you look at that, you go, yeah. So we're probably going to drill those out and get those two screws out and see if we can't figure something out. But beyond that, we've got the taillights here. This is the driver's side, already built, it's ready to go. Passenger side. These are the Gene Smith taillights for 57. They're a bastard. So you're gonna earn it with these. So just keep that in mind if you buy these. This bumper, I have no idea where it came from, but brand new chrome bumper. As you can see, I've already started to put the brackets in. Now I just realized by looking at their little diagram here, this bracket here, I got the other bracket I got to mount to here. So I got to take that nut back off, but not the end of the world. Same here. I did undo the back here, just trying to figure out how all this bolts together, right? I mean, let's just not screw this up. You get it all bolted together real quick and try to slam it on the car. Now, here's the bumper brackets I still got to mount. So that's where we're at here. Now the next step of this, Ron, Big Ron, is wanting to work on the steering column today to try to get the steering column in. So we'll see how that goes. That is it could be a bridge too far. It could be the perfect bridge. We're just not sure yet. So he would love to get the bumper, the taillights, the steering column, and start hooking up the shift linkage and whatnot underneath. That would be amazing to get it to go into gear and all the things. Like anything, I'm fairly certain that I have most of the parts, but I'm not positive. I do have the assembly manual warming up over here on the fire, and we're gonna figure out how to put all this together. So we do have the rubber deal here for the column to go through, and then the other one. So we do have those. Thank you, Don. There's our turn signal switch. We have a new neutral safety switch somewhere. It's on the card over there, I think. And yeah, but first things first, bumper. So I don't know if you guys are up on the weather over here in Florida, but it's freaking cold. It's 70 degrees in the garage, thank God, with two heaters going, this one and then the other one on the other side, the big guy. And the house furnace pumps in right behind those boxes up there. So That's helpful. But yeah, we're gonna keep that door shut. But that also limits our space, right? To get back here and get this done. So we'll be fine. But that's what we're gonna do. Beautiful day. Sumter swap meet's going on today. I think Don's over there trying to sell some of his old parts or whatever, but you know, my feet, I'm not even about, until I get some new shoes. I gotta go to Happy Feet and get some custom shoes made. And until I do that, I'm not about to try to walk another swap meet and car show. So, and honestly, it's Christmas. I need to be spending money on, you know, Christmas presents, not car parts. So, but you know, we say that now. So, most of the Christmas presents I buy are car parts for being Ron. So, you know, yeah, here we are. But I'm gonna set up the camera here, guys, and try to get you what view I can. And so I don't have, like, I can't set you back, so I'm gonna have to set you off to the side. But me putting this bumper together, and then we're gonna get that bad boy on this car and start jamming here. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is about 3 o'clock on Saturday, 30th. And so far it's been an interesting day. We did get the trunk lid taken off and the trunk seal installed. So that's done, so that's a start. I'm working diligently over here on the taillights. They're a challenge. What you hear behind me is Ron trying to get the front bumper brackets off. Now we have managed, after about an hour and a half, to get the rear brackets off. I got them painted, so let me show you that. Here they are. These are all the rear bumper brackets. So they're painted with, yeah, I shot them, yeah, this here. VHT, high temp engine enamel. It's the only gloss black I had. So I shot them outside. They didn't want to dry because it's like 50 degrees. So then I drug them in here. So now they're drying in here. So that's, you know, always fun. So the hope is, Big Ron here is gonna get these front bumper brackets off. So Ron's trying to get these brackets off here. Their challenge. So we can get the front bumper brackets off. That'll be huge for whenever we get around to the front. But that's kind of what we got going on over here, guys. We'll come back to you here in a little bit. Okay, guys. So taillights. These are Gene Smith from Southern California brand, and they are not fitting well. So I managed to get the light bulb in and get the lens on with the gasket. Okay. Now to do this, I had to get my tap and run it through the 3 bolts holes here. And because when they did the chroming, that crap got into the threads. I had to basically re-tap all these just so I could get the screws in to hold the lens on. It's not what I would call great. So, yeah. So anyway, here we are. These rubber seals here there's no way in hell they're going on. So we'll figure that out. Now I do have to figure this out. I don't have a clue where this goes yet, but I'm sure I will here shortly. And I gotta look at the bumper, see if they made up to anything. But if you guys are gonna buy these, Gene Smith, or have these and haven't put them on yet, Gene's. Okay. Gene Smith. All right. These are tough. All right. Now this is just the one. The other one I got here, the other side, might be perfect, but this one was a bastard. So, just so you know, just food for thought. Okay. Nothing's been easy on this at all. threading these studs in was a chore. I'm still not in all the way, really. So that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. This one, let's see where it stops. So lots of work to do, guys. I don't even know if I have these studs in the right place. I think I do. And well, it's still good. There we go. That locked in. So tail light. So what's going to happen here is so I watched a video on how to do this, how to put these on the car. And the guy said to put these are quarter 20s, okay? He said to put a quarter 20 nut on here, all the way down, okay? Quarter 20 nut, let's see here. Run it down the thread, right, to here. And then a flat washer on each one of the 4 studs, okay? That will allow, once you put this in, okay, then you can adjust that nut in the washer to get your gaps right, okay? So I'm gonna do that next. And first I'm gonna figure out this guy, because I don't wanna put all this on in a minute, and then I do have the assembly manual, factory assembly instruction manual, very helpful. I do have it opened up to the right page, which is also helpful. So, long story short, I've got work to do. So, something else that happened, I figured out real quick that on my wiring for the taillights, I just have the wires, the red and the black wire, I think it is, come out. I could be wrong on the colors, they got painted. But I needed the actual, because so how this works is the bulb's already installed, and then you got this right here, right? And you need the actual plug that fits into this for the taillight bulb. I don't have that. So I asked Don to go ahead and order those pigtails for me so I can wire this up correctly. And that's happening. So, yeah. So lots happening over here. That hopefully will get the taillights in and working. And then we're gonna get on to this guy, okay? I have to take basically that bolt out and that bolt out. And then, yeah, figure it out. So I've got new assembly hinges and all that on the quarter, but I'm gonna need this rusty inner structure of this. And I'll try to polish this out a little bit or something, I don't know. And see what I can get done, because, I mean, this is what I'm talking about, right? It's just different, you know, so hopefully I can polish that out and get this at least a little better so it doesn't look totally different. I don't know. I'm trying, Don. And we'll see where we get. So that's what we got at the moment. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so we bolted the bumper together. Okay, that's how this looks. You got 3 bolts here. You've got the 2 carriage bolts here holding that bumper bracket on. Same on the other side. This is kind of how this looks. Now this bumper will flip over. This is the bottom side of the bumper. And then, I'm guessing this, one of these, probably this one will go here. Right there. And then we'll start figuring all the others out. So, we're gonna get this up and we'll be right back with you. Okay guys, so we are in bumper hell. That's where we're at. So this is a APP bumper. I have no idea. Never heard of the brand. I've heard of like Dan Chuck and that kind of thing, but this is an APP. And I've heard a lot of issues with the Dan Chuck bumpers not fitting, being a ½ inch off when it comes to left or right. Okay, right there. Now there's our half. Now it depends on how we put our brackets. These center brackets determines whether we're a 1/2 inch off here or a 1/2 inch off over here. And then also, this is about as far as we can go in, and that's definitely not right. So what we're gonna do is Big Ron's gonna modify the brackets, and we're gonna make it fit. So yeah, at first we thought the car was cattywampus. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just not an original bumper, and therefore, you know, it is what it is. So this is one of those deals where you buy aftermarket parts and you gotta make them fit. That's kind of how it works. So I think another one of those jobs that should have took you know, 30 minutes, an hour tops, is gonna be an all-dayer, just a day sucker. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you a heads up on this. It's really weird because if we were to bolt this up right now, it would literally look the way it looks right now, and all the bracket holes and everything line up perfect. Weird. So we've tried swapping the brackets. That left us a gap about, you know, like that, literally in between the bracket and the frame, where we would have had to have, you know, 1.5 to 2 inches of spacers or washers or something and a long bolt to make that work. Still might be how it works, but that, when we did do that, it allowed it to go in a little more, and it allowed it to it fit right on the ends. So the real hiccup here is on these center brackets, right, that mount to the frame. Not the long ones that go out. It's the center ones at the moment. So we do have all our bolts loose. We've tried sticking it inside of the frame rail, the brackets, instead of outside of the frame rail. We've tried one on one in, one out on both sides. No matter what we do, we run into this problem here. Right here. And then you see how far off we are there. And then at the same time, we're way the hell off here. So, like if I shut this trunk, I'm not gonna latch it, but you see the difference here? 3 fingers, 2 fingers, 2.5 fingers, maybe 3. That is not gonna work. Like, I understand there's supposed to be some gap, but it's supposed to slide into this notch here that it has on both sides, and we're not there. And right now, understand it's a little cattywampus on here. There's no bolts in it. It's just sitting on the door dolly. Which, by the way, if you're going to try to hang a bumper, this thing's legit. This is perfect. Buy one of these damn things. These are made to hold a door, so you can put a door on and off easily with one person instead of 2. It works great. So anyway, guys, that's where we're at. It's 12:43. We're gonna go eat some lunch real quick and get back out here and start modifying brackets and stuff, and just trying to get this as close as we can, because right now it's a mile off, but it seems like this is a normal thing. So, and the brackets, so that we're all on the same page, are the factory brackets that came off of this car. So it's an aftermarket bumper with factory brackets. So we shall see. Stay tuned, guys. We're all over it. I'll let you know how this goes and what we do to fix it. I'll bring that to you in depth, so that if somebody else has this issue, maybe you can do the same thing Ron just did, or have it made, and maybe make your bumper fit. Stay tuned, guys. Hey everybody, welcome back to Ron's Rod and Custom. Happy Sunday. Happy birthday, Lizzie. For those of you that don't know who Lizzie is our editor-in-chief. She does an amazing job editing these videos for you guys every night. So Lizzie, happy birthday. I know you're probably cringing, like, why are you talking about me right now? But don't worry, I'm going to stop right now. So yeah, there's some shiny things on the back of the car, which I will get to in a minute. But basically the last 2 days, have just been kind of a beat down on this thing. We got these Gene Smith taillights. I think they're Gene Smith. Let me make sure I'm saying the right thing here. Yeah, Gene Smith taillights. Those guys. They don't fit for shit. The qualities, I mean, they're heavy, they're pretty. You know, if you saw them on a table, you'd think, God, these are great. But they don't fit at all. Nothing about, I've got 3 hours in taillights, okay? Brand new taillights, and I know what the hell I'm doing, and it just, short of, they're pretty. I don't know what else to say about them other than that. So if you have these taillights and have had good luck, you know, God bless you. I may have gotten the 2 worst ones on the planet. I don't know. But these have been a nightmare. But we did get the bumper on. It's not perfect. But Don's happy with it. He just wants a bumper on it and taillights in it. I know the gaps are wrong. I know that it doesn't fit very well and all that. But we've been working on it since 9 o'clock this morning. It's now 7:30. And I, you know, to be completely honest, sure, why not? I'll show you the bumper. There's the bumper. There's the taillights. Gaps are not great. You know, it's just, we had the same problem that everybody seems to have with aftermarket Tri-5 parts, which is they don't fit. You're better off to buy, you know, factory stuff. It fits better, right? So NOS, you know, parts, they cost triple, but they fit, you know. That's kind of what I'm learning on Tri-5s right now is that, you know, you kind of want to, if you can get factory stuff, do it. So tomorrow, enough with the bumper. Tomorrow, we're going to install the steering column. And if that happens at any clip and we can actually get it in and we're moving, we'll try to start hooking up the shifter linkage and get this thing to hopefully where it'll go into gear today or tomorrow or the next day. But definitely tomorrow, steering column for sure. While he's doing that, because it's kind of a one-man show, I'll be doing door seals on both doors, door locks, trunk lock will go in. I'm gonna also start, once he's done with the steering column and out of that area, I'm gonna go ahead and get all the light bulbs replaced for the gauge cluster, so that's ready to plug in, and probably put the 6x9 speaker up here on the top of the dash. Get that in, get it wired up, get it bolted in, get the grill back on over this, and then you know, just start buttoning up this dash. Put the glove box in, the ashtray, so on and so forth. And then I got some trim to polish, and then we can install the clock, the radio, get that wired up, and ignition and all the different switches, which I don't know if they work or not, but we'll see. And start down that road. So of assembling the dash and basically continuing what we talked about, starting in the back, working our way to the front, right? Once we get that done, then, you know, and we got the shifter linkage hooked up and all of that, because it's easier with the front off of it to try to get that hooked up. Then we will jump on assembling the fenders and inner fenders and core support and all that, getting it back in here and putting the front on this. And hopefully at some point the guy will come put the glass in this week, and on the windshield and the back window. Hopefully that goes well, and we will kind of go from there. So kind of a short update for you guys. Some shiny things are happening, but aftermarket parts on Tri-5s are tough, so just remember that. If you're building one of these, I'm not going to lead you astray and tell you, oh, they're great. They're freaking terrible. So just be careful, guys, what you're buying and what you're putting on your car and everything. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for watching Brown's Rock and Custom. Please like and subscribe. Tomorrow we'll be, like I said, we'll be all over this thing. Hopefully we'll have a steering column in it. Start putting the dash together, door seals, so on. And start moving this way and get to here. And then it's the push to get this on. So stay tuned, guys. We've got about 14 days to get this car done. Wherever it's at after 14 days, it's going back to Don's. Hopefully it's running and he can do burnouts. And we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Lots more to come.